And good everybody, yes, we are back. So, yes, we unexpectedly finished one stream, and now we are back here in the edges of the Forbidden West. So again, if you've not played through Zero Dawn or watched any of the previous streams for Forbidden West, this will contain spoilers. So I'd like everyone who isn't in that position to look away now and generally, otherwise, prepare to enjoy what's going to be a very interesting stream. At the end of the last one, we had that unexpected side quest where we saw the return of the cultists, and now we're going to hopefully find ourselves heading out into the Forbidden World. That's the aim anyway. Let's go.
Where's Erend? Looks like he's had a few.
Okay, let's go and find out what's going on with Aaron then.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'll be left to save the world, right? Alright, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need. Ask away.
Wow, he really is going for that depressed, star-crossed lovers kind of thing, isn't it? Go on, let's start by being nice to him.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all onto the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, he really is not very happy about what's happened, is he? He's finding it very difficult to let go.
What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I mean, it's not wrong. You can't put a fresh coat of paint on a place that's seen the sacrifice and slaughter and torture and God knows what else. Some places, you should just knock them to the ground, put a monument in this place, and never let anyone forget. Don't ever try and airbrush it from history.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one.
Erend.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
yeah, don't count on Be careful out there, Aloy.
Now, interestingly, I saw a video titled today, but I didn't actually watch the video. Apparently, there's people online who believe that she looks too masculine. I don't see it myself. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm being a bit too blind fanboy because it's a new game, but I don't see it. That doesn't make sense to me. Looks like there's nothing out here. I thought it was like an extra area, but it turns out it's a place I've already been before.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, my boss? Wish you were heading out there?
No, sir.
Don't worry. If the Tanakh were planning to invade, they'd have done so already.
Yeah, famous last words. Famous last words, mate.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Osram Salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
Go scale in the wall, Aloy. Don't stand for this bullshit.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Sounds like most things in politics, to be honest.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
Aloy's not afraid.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding effort. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
I get the feeling he wasn't expecting me to do that.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander.
I was going to say, where was he going
Brace
then?
yourself, and good luck.
Nah, I don't need luck. Alright, before I do anything else, is there any loot?
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Oh, ugh.
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up.
Thank you, Aloy.
Or a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Oh, look if it isn't. It's Val. I had a feeling he'd come back.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the Salvagers herself! The gate stays here, so that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
He said
Got
let
something
her.
back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Okay, I do get back up after all. And Aaron's going to be very annoyed because Aloy didn't take him.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, well, while I've got backup, before I do anything, I want my loot. And hello, do I see some green... I see something down there. And I think that might be rare jewels. It is! Excuse me. Detour, I am not missing out on that. Absolutely not. I thought it was. Yep, I'll take all of that, thank you very much. So Val's like elsewhere now, he's thinking, where the fuck is she gone? And I'm like, right where you can't see me, because I am hunting. Here we are, okay. There he is, waiting for me. He's like, Aloy, what are you doing? Where are you going? And I'm like, my own way. I do things how I want to play it. Thank you very much. Oh, hello. Are these mysterious Tanakh? They look different, for sure.
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja.
Fashav, eh? Don't you recognize that name?
The Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Mm-hmm.
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
Go on, what did you do? I'm curious.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
Boss rush from like millions of different RPGs.
You said the cool route is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes. But it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh's chief.
The winners of the cool route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
Well, the word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakhs still spat on the ground when I walked by. Or they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
Sorry for stopping briefly, guys. I've just noticed my stream is saying no data. Is any of you seeing this? It looks like it's come back again. I'm not seeing any drop frames, and it's suddenly changed back. Let me know in the chat if it dropped for you at any point.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
Right, evening to you, Queen. Yes, I did indeed finish early. Absolutely fine. So we got through to the end. One of the things I thought worked. So we managed to get through, and now I thought I'd go back to Forbidden West for a couple of hours before we call it a night. And also great to hear that both you and Avian are still seeing the stream okay. Just it said no data underneath where it normally has excellent connection. It had me worried, shall we say. Let's carry on.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
Sounds a bit like Stockholm Syndrome, but obviously we're not seeing the Tanakh apart from this group here.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Do you know what I'm getting a bit of a vibe of here, ironically? You know, with the way you've got the line, where Aloy's feet is, you've got the beam, and then you've got both sides talking either side of the line. It actually reminds me of the moment when the former president of the USA stood face to face with Kim Jong-un at the border of North and South Korea. I wonder if that was an inspiration when they came up with this idea of the Forbidden West versus where it is. It wouldn't surprise me.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian.
Just crossed the
That
line.
threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
So that's now rendered this whole scene completely pointless. We didn't even need to go through the gates in the first place.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regala. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh, nice. That's a new kind of machine. And she can ride it?
Lancers! Form up!
Okay, this is interesting. Someone else has learned how to command the machines. That's awesome.
Machines. Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Fashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Nope. And Fashar was like, I'm out of here. Come back.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Seriously? Bruh, what? Come on!
Archers! Keep them back!
When does Aloy get one of those, Queen? Once I find the cauldron for it. Oh!
To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
And here we can't do anything, we just gotta sit and watch. Because cutscenes. No, 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 no. Hey! Ha! Shut the fuck up, you annoying priest. Okay, at will, guys. It says fire at will, so use your sodding will. Come on. Oh, right in the groin. That's not cricket. Oh, right in the chest.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Come on, Aloy, shout the words. Shout the trial by combat.
Get ready!
No? Okay, we're not doing that, are we?
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Okay.
Here they come!
Time to fight.
Yeah, maybe it is, but I've got an idea. I have access to stealth. Ah, they're riding chargers. That's what they're riding.
Concentrate your fire!
Come on, then.
Okay, better.
Get down and stay down, you tosser. Piss off. course we can.
Just you and me now, Carl.
We survived worse.
I'll stop you!
Will you? Will you really? Now the cutscene part where I can't do fuck all. Oh, nice javelin throw. That was awesome. Okay, brave. Foolish, but brave.
Here's ammo. You're going down. Hey, how's that armor?
Ah, my armor's fine. Don't worry about that. I'm fine. I'm okay. Oh, nicely done. Ah, hello. Acid ammo, I think. No, I don't need ammo. I've got plenty of things to make ammo with. Oh, I am in the fight. Trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing. Thank you. I can make plenty of ammo in 2 seconds. I'm more interested in my health right now. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, absolutely I do. How about you? Yeah, thought as much. Fuck off, twatter, tosser. Fuck you. Oh, what a surprise! I just took you out, you knob. Eat one of my charge shots, you tosser. Fuck you. Piss off.
You outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Really?
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Oh wow! Okay, that's interesting. Some kind of shield parachute. It's almost like a Matrix shield.
You're next, girl.
Okay.
Never see a shield like that.
No,
Scan it.
can't say I have either. It's all well and good saying scan it, but
I
it's
can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
it's all about damaging it. Okay, fair enough.
Gotta get through that shield. Still in this.
Oh, what's his weakness? Strong against fire, I think it said.
Give it up.
Just realised I'm out of healing. That's not a big deal. I can figure this out with that, no problem at all. There we are, that's helpful. Right, okay. Let's try acid.
Break his guard. There, now's my chance. You're not stopping me. His shield regenerated. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
Is that the best you've got? Fuck you, dick.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja!
And had your ass kicked by me.
So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Yes, you are.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
You do raise a fair point, Queen. Why did the bad guys do that? You fought well. Why don't you just kill you?
I got you.
Just need to turn the heater again. 1 second, people.
It's salvage time, boys.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Oh, cool. We're getting the ability to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Peshav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Osram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Oh, well, that's quite a lot. Okay, so let's ask questions about the West then. Oh, and then I can go with all these, so...
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
Hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
That's interesting. You get a chance to trade and get more for your people, but you turn it down. Wonder what makes them do that then. That seems a bit suspect. Something's not quite right there.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Osram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the Salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Osram Delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Osram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Interesting. So there's going to be some side quests for finding them, no doubt.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, You will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Yeah, apart from living well is better revenge.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
This game's very new out, but it feels rather raw at the moment with a certain situation in Eastern Europe. Yeah, I'm going to avoid joking about that, people.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way.
Except him.
I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Nah, but he was a snivelling, cowardly piece of shit. He deserved to be run down and shot. I've got no sympathy for that priest. He was a tusser. He deserved to die. He died. That's why I cheered. Am I heartless? Yes. Is that a surprise? No.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Well,
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
And there we go. We've got a trophy for that as well. Apparently I'm out of potions, which I don't remember being out of. But that's okay. I've now got... I don't know what this whole face paint thing is. Actually, no idea. Oh yeah, so the shield wings an energy-based glider repurposed from machine. Hold triangle while in the air to deploy and glide. Okay. So it's kind of like... That's kind of cool. I like that.
This is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe... a backup of Gaia.
Yeah, no.
The Blight, the Storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Right, in the interim, let me search these corpses. There's got to be loot. I want my loot.
The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? I'll have news for these soon enough.
Well, there's a campfire there, so I'm going to activate that because it means I can save my game. I've not had a chance for a while. So let's light the fire up. Yep, so I'm not safe for nearly half an hour, for quite a while. In fact, I'm not safe since I started. I don't think. So I needed that. I'm going to continue getting more...
Test the shield wing. If I climb down, then I can glide.
Absolutely, but before we do that, I'm going to carry on my scavenging hunting, Aloy, because I want the treasure. Thank you. Now I can get a free healing. So this is the part of the stream where you're all like, really, Swish, really? And I'm like, yes. Yes, really.
Find this in my stash later.
In the interim, let's get some ammo reforged. There we are, that's a load of ammo found. Oh, hello, it said search something. Search small supply crate. I'll have that. It's important to find loot. You must loot the battlefield. You never know what you're going to find. So you're finding quite a lot of lenses at the moment, which is kind of useful because a lot of them are used for upgrading things like armor and things of that nature. So it's useful to have access to that kind of information. And with these being rebel bristlebacks, they might have things to make acid arrows with. See, there's actually one there which is a new type of machine core. So all these kind of things will be of great value out in the Forbidden West. It helps that I've got quite a lot of experience. I mean, I'm level 26 at the moment. So I was able to take a lot more punishment. Even though, surprisingly, even with the level I was at, I was still taking quite a lot of damage in battle. Which tells me my armour is clearly not up to scratch. Which is, you know, fine, because I've not been out in the Forbidden West to find any unique armour out there. So we're almost done with the gathering now, people. And once the gathering's over, we will get out into the Forbidden World. It's all this time, people, we technically still been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Because we hadn't actually been beyond the lands. I'll do a quick save, and then from there I'm going to go and see if I can get a look over the horizon, actually, before I jump down. So let's get this save while we can. As Mon and me once said, remember to save often, and as annoying as that character was, they were right. Thank you. More supplies.
Don't think there's anything I can do about this now.
Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, okay. Some wristwatches. What I always needed. Right. Here we go, people. It's time to go jumping.
It worked. Wow, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now.
So, do you remember when it got really annoying how you'd constantly fall down at certain points in the original game? That's now a thing of the past. We now can do whatever we like. I'm hoping that this means I'll get an aqualung of some kind so I can swim for longer underwater. And if that's the case, we might find ourselves getting all kinds of really cool underwater caverns to explore. We've got to be careful of the blight. And as we can see, we are out in the Forbidden West. And there is the tall neck. So I want to try and reach him if I can. There's an unknown salvage contractor down here somewhere as well. And there's a charger site. Just to give you an idea, people, that's the map we've unlocked so far. All of this remains. We've barely scratched the surface of this game. There is a long way to go.
Light's taking over the land out here, too.
Very simple holy shit there from you, Avian, and I don't blame you. Yep, this is indeed a very, very big game.
Those must be the Salvagers I met in Barren Light. Looks like something's going on.
Looks like we might have a new quest here. Go on, let's talk to these guys then. Meanwhile, is that a tank? Yes, it is. That's a tank. They have a tank, people. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, hello. Get back here, you. Sorry, Mr. Fox. I need your wild meat.
I can grab this from my stash later.
I think there's a campfire here somewhere as well. But first of all, let's talk to the Head Salvager.
You think I'm worried about the other crews?
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Oh, nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barren Light is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Laren can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
So that's a new side quest by the looks of it. Yep. So this is Convoy Ambush. So what? So the different contracts available basically. So for this one, requires from a shell walk crate to craft its armor. Ambushing nearby convoy provides the team with what they want. For more details in the data point copy of the contract. It says data point. So here we go. Okay. So they're the hologram data points. Here we are. Oh, this is all the backstory that you can get, so that's not what I'm after either. These are all the collectibles you can find, by the way, people. Here we are. A standard Osram salvage contract written recently and in haste. The following contract as bestowed by Corrupt Salvage Unlimited, Salvagers, hereby engages the recipient, Hunter, to provide the following services. The Hunter will eliminate at least one shell walker from the designated machine convoy to provide the Salvagers access to a shell walker crate. Any other salvage can be gathered as payment for services rendered. A campsite and traps have been provided by the marked passage, which is regularly frequented by the convoy. The Hunter understands that by accepting this contract involves inherent risks, including physical and psychological injury, pain, suffering, disfigurement, temporary or permanent paralysis, and or death. But please don't die. I really need those parts. Yeah, so you could die, but please don't. Just don't. That makes my job very, very difficult. Will you please not do that? It's almost like that film, Lock, Stock and Smoking Barrels. Will everyone please stop getting shot? Oh, that's also got the map. So, there obviously is the tall neck, which I want to take out. And it looks like there's some unknown sky... Oh, there's a rebel camp as well. So it looks like the rebel camps are back. And there's an unknown relic ruin just ahead. Okay. That, meanwhile, is the convoy ambush. So that's on the way. Okay. Well, we've got a couple of quests to pick up before we wrap up the stream tonight here, people, I think.
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt.
Way ahead of you, Aloy. I've already read it.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Oh, there's a charger there. If I can kill all the others, I can try and override that one, so I don't have to wait for them out here. There's 1, 2, and I think that's all we've got. Okay. Oh, that's convenient. Thank you. That's very convenient. Quickly getting cover because I can see that this action's about to go red. There we go. I'm loving like the tentacles out in the middle. Can you see those? It's like some kind of mechanical spider machine. There we go. Oh, hang on. Who else has seen one? Oh, it's the same charger. I thought another charger had appeared then. Yes, go back to grazing.
Don't see me.
No, Aloy, it doesn't. Sneaky, sneaky, and there we go. I now have a mount. That'll make things a little easier. So then. I'm guessing that's the unknown Salvager site just forward there. Over the bridge. But there's also enemies in the area, and it seems they're surrounded by blight. Yeah, get you out of sight. Because what I want to try and do is get over to this weird site. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay, I found some hunters of some kind.
This one looks like it's got a canister on its back.
I've no idea if these guys are friendlies or not, so I've got to be careful.
Tanakh rebels. They're trying to corner those Osram. There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time.
Right, hang on a second. Who is it else that's was in yellow mode?
Get this from my stash when I need it.
Right, I need to get access to my stash. It looks like I found a side quest.
If it isn't the hero of the day. Sure, I'm glad you came by when you did.
Are you all Delvers?
We've been working No Man's Land for a while. I was hoping to get back to Barren Light by the time they opened the gates, you know? After that embassy of theirs. Seeing as how we almost got minced to pieces just now, I'm guessing things didn't go so well.
You could say that.
It's not like No Man's Land was safe to begin with. But I didn't think I'd have to worry about this Tanakh, the neutral territory. And now, they're riding machines.
If you were headed back to Barren Light, why did you stop here?
We ran across some ruins nearby. Thought we'd take a gander, find some good salvage. But the place is full of weird red crystals. Can't get through the stuff. So we ended up making camp here. First thing tomorrow, though, we head straight to Barren Light.
Red crystals, eh?
Should probably send a message to our crew down at Jagged Deep about all this, too.
Jagged Deep?
It's a dig site by this big lake down south. Old world scrap everywhere. Can't miss it. And that's my cue. Here. Thanks for helping us out. Maybe I'll get into more trouble and see you around.
Well, let's hope not.
That grin says it all, people. Gained a couple of smoke bombs, so that was cool. Right, well, I did see a fire. There it is. I like the campfire. Now, she mentioned there being red crystals inside the inside this place. Makes me wonder if I can find a way through it, because if I can, that'd also lead me to potentially
Ruin. I wonder what's inside.
Potentially find a way to get through and get a new tool that'll let me get through some areas that are blocked off in the back. Right, it looks like that's a locked door.
Like this door's locked. Maybe there's another way in.
Nothing in the barrel. That's annoying. Can I crawl in there? Will it let me sneak underneath? Yes, it will. Okay. Let's go exploring. Again, there's a lot of tanks out here, isn't there, people? A lot of tanks and mechs. So this is obviously the sign of...
See what we can find around here.
Ah, okay. First of all...
This crate might be useful.
So, I can use that to either create an elevation point to climb, but I can also use it... Wonder if I can pull this out. There we go. Right, there's a way... That looks like a way out. Oh, hold on. Well, so much for that. Oh, thank you. I'll have that. Yes, please. I will have that. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're now sneaking into an old abandoned home. Right, that is a timber frame, but I can't get to it from this side, so it's on the other side of the wall, that. That's a pack of some kind. Oh, it's a safe. Ah, right, okay, that is the same side of the wall. That's fine. Okay. Deeper water. Yes, see, there's that weird red crystal thing she was talking about.
Red crystals growing on the wall. I don't think there's anything I can do about them.
Not yet. Well, let's continue exploring the ruins in case there is something. There's around this what appears to be a tractor of some kind.
Well, without a way to get through those red crystals, there's not much I can do. I better move on for now.
Looks like the game's saying no. I shouldn't be killing foxes like that, but I've got no real choice. There's another one. Oh, that's purple. What's that one? Oh, nice one. I got a fox bone. That, I believe, I can use for upgrades to my my packs. I'm sure I've seen that before. Yeah, there we are. See, fox bone for ammunition and tool pouches. So I need to find a workbench. That's probably been. I've probably been looking for one of them for a while. Oh, hold on. I spy machines. It's called a sky drifter. Weak against ice, though, I think. Wild beans. Oh, right. Yeah, that's a problem. Inventory, weapons. Where is it? Where's my lightning bow? I'm half tempted to give this a try instead. I remember seeing a guide suggesting they're great for catching flying enemies. Ooh,
much better.
They're pretty powerful. I'll give them that much. I don't think you're supposed to fight them head on, but it seems to work. One down.
There goes a piece.
Oops, this is close. Very dangerous. Thank you. They're called sky drifters.
To keep me going.
Just seen as an enemy looking right at me and it never spotted me for some reason. I'm not complaining, people. I'm really not. I'm not complaining at all. You say, I get the feeling that the strategy I'm employing here is a bit wrong. I don't think you're supposed to do the whole East End thug thing, but it seems to be working. I'm guessing this counts as tall grass. Leap Lasher. Okay. Weak against acid, apparently. That's useful to know. Yeah, so the Roadcaster I do have, but I need to understand how to use it, Queen. I do have that weapon, I've got it equipped. So it's just about understanding it. But in the interim, because there was like so many of them in one area, it was better for me to just take them out. As I say, it was a bit East End thug, but it did the job. Again, I don't think you're supposed to just East End thug your way through, but it did the job. It got me what I needed. So anyway, what I could really do is going back to a campfire and getting a quick save in, now that I've managed to get myself some decent loot. So it's telling me to explore the ruins, and that's all well and good, but there's nothing to see at the moment. Sorry, pal. Survival of the fittest out here. All these I'm doing at the moment, I'm picking them up and I'm sending them back on to my stash. The advantage of that being quite clear that I'll be able to go and collect them at some point. What have I found here? Is that a data log? Yeah, it is. What in God's name is this thing? Data corruption minimal. My father fought with JTF-10 and he used to tell me that he never met an MRE that didn't taste like sawdust or spit. But even he didn't have to choke down the dehydrated, vat-grown mystery mush in our meal kits, or the broccoli nubs with the texture and taste of dried snot. I'm exhausted, soggy, miserable, and I've lost half my squad. But I swear, I spent less time thinking about the end of the world than I do about the free-range chicken fried steak my mum cooked me when I was 11. Yep. What the soldiers miss most about war? Mum's home cooking. That's what they miss. And they would be correct. Big time. Get back here, Mr. Fox. Thank you. I know that consuming food will give me a variety of advantages. Here's the thing. Right now, I'm not hungry. Oh, is that more green light I see there? I think it is. Thank you.
I'm trying for something special.
I'll have that. There is a campfire nearby, apparently. If there is, I don't see it. Nah, you say that broccoli nubs are gross, Avian. I say I love broccoli, but I can't say I've had broccoli nubs. I'm guessing that's a good thing. I'm guessing I'm quite lucky. Or I probably had them and don't really remember them. That's more likely, to be honest. Crap, plenty of ammo. Always good to have ammo. Is that a deer? Or a goat or something. Wonder what it's going to have. It could have some good meats, that. It's a bighorn sheep. I was right. That could be useful. Oh, machines. Yep. Get plenty of equipment and plenty of experience, because I'm going to need it. Out here in the Forbidden West, you can't afford to be too low level. The game wants you to be. The game expects you to be. But there's me who's like, nah, not interested. Oh yeah, unknown rebel camp. So somewhere around here it did say a campfire. And it's right... No, it's not right there. I thought I saw it on my focus. Moderate valuables cache. If it's by a cache, then that could be where there's a campfire. Now I think about it.
A tall neck. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Okay. That's the quest I wanted to do. Yeah, apparently there's a campfire here, but I don't see it. Unless I'm blind, which I probably am, let's be honest. So you say broccoli itself is fine, but the nubs are gross. That's fair enough, Avian. I can't say I've had them. I've not got any more comments to give on it, really. Slaughtering defenseless animals because I need their hides and their meats.
There's the that's sending the signal.
Oh wow. I'm liking the blue light that is beaming as it goes. Now the question is it surrounded by other machines? Damn it. Can't see any other machines. Ah, there we are. There are machines, alright. We've actually got fireflies that are rendered. That's kind of cool.
It's like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough.
Not only is it a satellite dish, but we're right by a train yard as well. However, I get the feeling we're not alone here, so I want to quickly get in cover.
I can always count on a pack of scrappers to carve up any salvage.
Come on, Scrapper. Come and find me. I've just got to hope that the tall neck doesn't hit me in the interim.
There has to be a way up this thing.
Yes, there is a way up it, but right now I'm busy. I'm trying to avoid being detected, Aloy. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. It makes sense, don't get me wrong, but it's still annoying. That's how you use the. That's how you use it. It's annoying because of the amount of ammo it takes to craft it, but I don't mind. That worked.
Power generator. Almost dead.
Okay. Can I shoot it with something, maybe? Eyes to the heavens. Exhibits. The Western Grand Array proudly presents the Eyes to the Heavens exhibit, where visitors are invited to explore the history of radio astronomy and learn what it's like to see through the eyes of our state-of-the-art telescopes in this all-new panoramic holo experience. Special viewing. Want to see our antennas moving down the tracks? Ping our Visitors Information Center to get dates and viewing times. November special. We're getting ready for our 2059 annual viewing of the abandoned Odyssey spacecraft as it follows its orbital path above the Western Grand Array. Book early bird tickets and receive a complimentary hollow sculpture based on the original Odyssey blueprints. Always remember to turn off all implants and digital devices while visiting the premises. Yeah, that doesn't sound sinister at all, does it, people? Right, can I shoot this full of electricity and take it? Hang on, I'm gonna need to get jettison a weapon. Which is annoying. So let's get rid of. I'm trying to find one where I've got the electrics. That's the tripcaster. I don't want that one. That's the one, the shock warrior bow. I will replace my ice one with that one. Nope. So it's not allowing me to activate it using any kind of weaponry, which is frustrating. I'd have liked to have found something there. Okay, time to climb the satellite dish then, and hopefully get on board this tallneck. No, that's not the way up. Right, I see a set of stairs there, so there's a ladder. Okay. Oh, come on, you telling me you couldn't reach that? Oh, hang on. I know what this is. Even though I can jump up there, I'm not supposed to. I was right. That's annoying. Still, it's one way to stop people speedrunning the game now, think about it. Okay, so there's no way over there. Yep, that'll do, thank you.
Can't climb any higher, but it looks like this thing can rotate. I can figure out a way to turn the power back on. I might be able to move things around and work my way up.
What's this then? Worth it. Well, that was crap. Roger just bit my head off because he found my little addition to the dishes protocol. Who cares about what he thinks? The tourists loved it. Every dish aligning one after the other, playing their assigned notes over the alarm speakers, all perfectly paced. Music is math, after all. Scientists who don't appreciate the transcendence of the musical scale should have their PhDs revoked, if you ask me. Whatever. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I'll go check Do and Ray. They've been sluggish lately. Might have to clean their alignment rotors again. So, Do, Ray, me. So I've got to restore power to it somehow. And it mentions something about Do, Ray, and me. I mentioned Do and Ray, but I'm assuming Do, Ray, me. T-La, Do, Ray, mi, so far, Do, Ray, Do. And if any of you know what I'm actually referencing with that, give yourselves a cookie. Do re mi ti la, do re mi so fa, do re do. Yep, so that's the console. Nothing to see there. What's this way? I did go this way and didn't see anything obvious. Well, there's a charging lodge there. Oh, what the... Damn it. Yeah, it's telling me to get there somehow. Ah, hang on. There's a bar there. Right, okay. The question is... Right, okay. It's the other way around the side, I think. Yeah, one cookie for you, Queen. Congratulations, that's exactly what it was. The Final Fantasy VII theme, played on the piano in Nibelheim. You couldn't play it on the piano in the other side of the Shinra mansion, though, bizarrely. You could only play it on the piano in Tifa's room. Right, it looks like I could go down here. And then by dropping to ledge. That's it. Awesome, thank you.
Power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. This should get that generator below the dish going.
So what I need to do now is drop down. Use the beams to break our fall. And with any luck, we can charge this up.
There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running. Power's back. I should check that console I found.
This is actually kind of cool where we're doing a bit more in the environment. It's obviously found a bit more of the niche here. Looks like we're going to rotate.
Error. Dish alignment incomplete. Motor function impeded.
I wasn't able to go this way before. I was right. It allows me to climb up here again.
Shear is jammed. I'm still not high enough to reach the tarmac. I'm untitled the dish. Let me climb higher.
Oh, hang on, can I get on the ladder? Why would she climb the ladder?
I must be fancy. Like Taro tribes home. It's on top of old Salvage dishes.
So you're not supposed to slash them with your spear ladder and fall down, but you are supposed to shoot them. Only thing that makes sense to me. So let's do it.
Actually worked.
Nice. This is actually really quite cool. I like this. It's one of those where once you know what you're doing, it's obvious. I like puzzles like that. Puzzles where you feel like,
Get to that tarmac now.
How did I miss that? But then when you actually fully appreciate it, you're like, oh, of course.
Just gotta time it right.
Ah, so I've got to try and glide my way over there. Right, the question is, do I get extra height going this way? Get me some extra height, I'll make a difference. So instead of climbing it, we've got to try and land on top of it. I quite like that idea. That's a nice mechanic. Yeah, now's not the time. There are what looks like handholds, so I get the feeling if I don't land on the roof, I'll be able to at least get close to it. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Perfect. We're doing it old school, people. We're going back to the... I'm guessing there might be an achievement for getting onto one without using these ways of climbing. Oh, what the... What did you go down there for? What are you doing? Right, okay, never mind. We made it.
Time to override the
Yay! And that's revealed the map and got us a lot of experience points, which is awesome. It's actually got me a level up. Even better. That's fantastic news. So more skill points. Right, I'm supposed to rappel down, but I don't want to rappel down. See, look at that. Now the map has been revealed a bit more, which makes things a bit better. Unknown settlement. Ah, so there's unknown settlements and lots of unknown places to explore here. And also multiple side quests. More ruins. Rebel camps. So there's all kinds of stuff before the main plot, which is incredible. Because of course that's the main plot we've got. So, with that in mind, let's try and find our way down to one of these unknown settlements. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop down. Why would I bother doing it that way? And it looks like there's a campfire nearby, which is perfectly timed.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
Oh, so that's an interesting point, Queen, regarding the wave killing off the machine. It's not something I've ever had happen, but it's something I'll keep an eye out for. And I believe that there's a campfire right nearby. Yes, it's hidden in the bushes, would you believe? So that is a good point for us to be able to say farewell for this evening, having just got ourselves out into the wilderness for the first time. We've been able to get ourselves over the wall. We've had a major confrontation, and also we've unlocked our first Tornek. Now, we're going to be back in 2 evenings' time on Thursday, and because we've just opened this massive map up and found a lot of side quests, I think we're going to keep going in the Forbidden West. So, until then, 8 PM GMT on Thursday evening. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and good night.